everybody, and welcome to our third try at recording Crash Landing miniseries.
To be fair, our second try was not our fault.
Yeah, my computer was using up way too many resources and lagging really badly, and I hadn't even started the game yet, so yeah, we scrapped the last one. And then the first try, I'd actually recorded like 5 episodes of, but then noticed that OBS had
Turns
somehow
out we can.
disabled my microphone entirely, so and that apparently happened at like episode 95 of the blind playthrough series of Rimworld. So there's no voice from me in the last the last 5 episodes of that, and I just kind of scrapped the 5 episodes of the miniseries that I hadn't uploaded yet, because honestly it was full of glitches and wasn't all that interesting. So hopefully this goes a little bit better. Everything should be working together now. The problem I had with caves is because it required another mod that I didn't notice that it required. All the flora and fauna for said caves. So that's why that was causing so many glitches. And then the problem I was having with not moving on the world map and all them glitches with those ATVs that I didn't even know I had in there wasn't from Jack's Tools itself, it was actually from my Tools for Hauling mod. Because I just read the main page of the mod, and it said it adds carts that you can make and pull around that can haul 4 stacks of stuff, and backpacks that can haul an additional 2 stacks of stuff that you make for your pawns. And that would have been all fine and dandy, except for later on in the topic, he tried to add motorized vehicles, and they weren't working very well. And then when the thing went from Alpha 17, the first one, to the 17B hotfix, the mod wasn't updated for that, so nothing worked in it right. So unfortunately I don't get carts and backpacks. Sad face. But it is working, and I also had to dispense with the seeds mod because it wasn't compatible with something else I was using. And that's why I couldn't grow in the growing zone. So I lost a bit of flavor for needing seeds. Honestly, it was a bad choice of mod with Crash Landing anyway, though. I didn't have any seeds to begin with.
Especially on that extreme desert.
And wow, is this taking 8 million years to boot up? What's going on?
It did this last time.
Did it?
Yes.
Guess this is why I don't close it very often. Mostly I just leave it running from one day to the next. Or even if we don't record for a week, we go back and it's still running. I have music now, so we're improving. I also have a hyperactive cat.
No, it's just me.
Okay. So, same field twice to resolve itself. All the yellow stuff is fine. Yeah, looks like it's all good now. Go ahead and turn dev off. Make sure the mods are turned on. I guess I can quickly go over them, since I had to scrap the episode 0 that I went over them with as well. Alright, so Hugs Lab and Jet Tools are just adds additional modding options that a lot of these mods require. Biomes Plus, I have some new map types to explore. Archipelagos, new map type. Tropical animals and plants, something for rainforests. The Cave World Flora, which was the one I was missing for the cave biomes. Again, more maps. Fertile fields I can terraform, all cultivation, any of the I can find normally planted plants growing in the wild, and I can also grow plants that are normally only found wild. Just interesting. Some wheat. That'll be great for my farming, my rancher game that's coming next. Zen Garden adds some decorative fountains and hedges and stuff. Got a new dog, German Shepherd. That's a must for ranching. Animal logic changes animal behavior around a bit to upgrade stuff. Same thing with vanilla animal overhaul. Psychology adds a whole bunch of really cool things I was noticing in my aborted attempt at this. I was using bridges before, but now I'm also using the fishing add-on for the bridges instead of the fish industry that I was using in the last game, because that fish industry wasn't compatible with a few things. We've got barbed wire, animal feeding troughs, better animal food that provides more nutrition, so it's easier to keep a larger amount of animals, which I'll be wanting on the ranching game. Anti-auto unload makes it so people don't drop their shit when they come back from a caravan until you tell them to. Area unlocker, more areas that I can create. No limit on those anymore. Barn stalls, beds for bigger animals. Better pawn control gives me a little bit more options as far as giving commands without drafting them. It's kind of nice. Improved infestation changes the way the bug spawning works. They actually spawn somewhere and are actually a complete colony with different bugs having different jobs and stuff. Improved surgery gives like doctors the ability to estimate success chances and stuff like that. Carbon is a new building material I can make out of plant matter, basically plastic. Children and pregnancy, yay, that's something I was wanting. Pretty self-explanatory. The cleaning area that I talked about constantly in the last series. More furniture. I still don't know what the heck weapon hand. Oh, just puts hands on the little sprites. So a little bit better. I've got also one that shows pants on them, so if they don't have pants, they don't look naked. Or if they do have pants, or if they have pants but no shirt, they won't look naked
won't appear
anymore.
naked.
Yeah. Some new structures, lockable doors that I can assign people that have keys, so I can manage things a bit better. We got windows, colony management, just see in game. That's a little hard to explain. It basically auto assigns jobs to people as needed. Now the DE surgeries I was using in the last playthrough, got dog bowls, so I don't have just piles of kibble and animal food sitting around. Skylights, awesome. I didn't get a chance to use them because they required jade. I found out. Got an electric, wow. I didn't look at the picture of that. Got electric fences, more fences and floors. The fire extinguisher I was doing before. Forced to do a job is where I don't have to assign them to a job to get them to do it when I manually tell them to. Fuck friendly fires using before. I've got barbecue grills, yay. Hospitality gives me some options in regard to visitors and things. Hunting alert, like it says, when a wild animal decides to hunt one of my people, or even my animals, I'll get a notice before the normal notice of you've been hurt. So I could actually open fire on a hunting animal at a distance. Be useful. This lets me assign specific colonists to work at specific benches, as well as some quality tools and equivalency options, increased dodge chance, um, tweaks the dodging to be more based on health and melee skill. This adds a whole bunch of industrial age stuff that'll be flavorful
Increased
for my
dodge, that's
Ranger
what
game.
Galaxy has.
Huh?
Increased dodge, that's what Galaxy has.
This removes the bad thoughts that are related to the slaughter or killing of colony animals. Kind of a must for a Ranger game. If you're raising livestock for food, they should not get mad at the person that's doing the slaughtering. Some graphic overhauls that some of them are pretty cool, and some of them I don't really like, but overall, it's alright. You have the ability to make actual refrigerators, instead of just having a bunch of stuff sitting on the floor in a area with an air conditioner. Some more storage options for racks, logistics, changes the global movement, gets rid of the penalty for the type of terrain that I've settled on, as well as friendly faction terrains, and also makes it so only if there's snow on the ground will I get a winter movement penalty, as opposed to moving on the equator where there's never any snow and still dealing with winter penalties in the last
The movement
game.
penalty, because it's winter.
Yeah. Hunting restriction makes hunters a bit smarter as far as when they're going to go out to hunt things. I was using bending before.
I like the 2 a.m. hunting trip, okay?
More furniture options. It's nice. Miniaturization allows me to move workbenches and other stuff around. It's not the OP miniaturization one that actually allows you to move stuff that you really shouldn't be able to, like geothermal generators and wind turbines. But this one allows you to move more stuff than it makes sense to be able to move. Like, I can move my stove if I want to. A couple new hairstyles. Set up camp had before, camping stuff had before, new zone tools I was using before. This lets me combine all the little stacks of leather into a patchwork textile. Patient sanity is supposed to help with the way doctors prioritize treating patients, but I didn't really notice that working in the first try. That poker game I'm going to be playing a Western setting. Gotta have poker. Power logic, a lot of more switches and sensors, because I absolutely love the redstone system in Minecraft. It's pretty much the only thing I spent tons of time playing with. So we'll see how that works. Lots of quality of life tweaks here. Equivalencies, trading stockpile. Oh, this is where the surgery estimates came in. Not sure what the improved surgeries is then. Walking off bruises. They won't use medicine on bruises even if they're set to treat injuries with medicine. Quality builder. I can set a desired quality and pawns will build and deconstruct until it meets desired quality. Realistic starvation I was talking about at the end of the last series, because makes it a little more realistic. 8 days instead of the normal 3, but you also get increasingly severe penalties to pretty much everything as you get hungrier. So it makes a little more sense than to just be, oh, I'm fine, just a mood loss because of starving, and then 3 days later I'm dead. Recon and Discovery, some new events and exploration type theme. With apparently powerful artifacts I can find. We'll see. Still got the remove eating without a table debuff, because that is the most annoying thing ever. Smooth the stone walls. I can build roads on the world map. Not sure how much of that I'm going to be doing in either game, but it's nice to have. Got a nest that I can make for the chickens, so it looks a little more thematic than sleeping in a wooden box. Round tables instead of square ones. Yeah, simple sidearms. I was talking about that before, but I couldn't implement it before. Lets me have three different weapons and or tools, because I've got this tool metrics thing that adds a lot of tools in relation to the different jobs. Smarter food selection, yay, I can set food restrictions as far as my animals, my colonists, prisoners. Smoked meat, that's something that's definitely a Western thing. This, I wasn't too... I didn't realize it was included. It was a bundle pack with something else, and so was these, like, storyteller and a couple that I deleted, actually. But this one, I actually came to the conclusion I wanted to keep it, because at first I thought, really, growing meat as plants? But then I rethought about it, and, like, not thinking along the lines of growing meat, but growing protein. So this would be like growing nuts. So that's the way I'm picturing this. It's like I can grow nuts and use nuts as a meat substitute in meals and stuff. The tech advancing I was using before, like I said, the tool metrics adds like 41 different hand tools. Not sure why there's 41, because it doesn't seem to be that many types of work, but whatever. Trading spot still, there's the visible pants I was talking about, still have the water power. Wild West weapons adds 15 like authentic Western weapons to the game. So since I'm doing the Western Rancher next, I wanted to have that. That's the reusable pods I was talking about in the last one, because I was really annoyed at how expensive they were and only one use. And I don't know if I'll actually be using them at all, but if I do, it'd be nice to not have to constantly spend 80 steel to rebuild the damn things. Fireplaces, awesome. I changed the config file so it actually displays the correct version now, so I don't have it in red. No death randomness, we were using that before. It was absolutely stupid, but although I kind of started to see why it was put in there. But, alright, and this is the big one we're using in this mini-series, crash landing. Making a lot more sense as far as the scenario is supposed to be. We're crashing. We were on a colony ship and something went wrong. The ship broke up and it's going to crash on the planet. This is pretty cool. Major kudos to this Cataveric that made this thing. This is amazing. You guys are going to love it.
Of course, the only problem with it is that it is incompatible, I'll get the word eventually, with prepare carefully.
Yeah.
So crash landing is...
Carefully I'll be using on the Rancher playthrough, but I can't use on this, and...
because crash landing, another way to call it, would be prepare recklessly.
Prepare recklessly, yep. And I fixed Stack XXL so it works correctly. I'm using this instead of the ×4 stack increase that I had before, because this enables me to actually set different settings for different things. So you can see I put the XL multiplier at only 2 and the double XL at 4, so like the raw materials and stuff are going to be at 4, but like drugs and food and others are going to be only at the 2, and I didn't change the meals of body parts or single others, whatever that is. And for some reason, this never saves. This equivalency never saves. Oops, not the barbecue sauce, that's not a meal. And I don't want that included in the equivalencies, yeah. All the other settings should be still alright. I don't know why this meal equivalency won't save. Alright, crash landing. Let's do it. Next, I'll play on Randy Ruff, like I did before. We're gonna just do Oh, 50%. Cataclysm! Great seed! Awesome. Let's do it.
Yes, you only had to redo this record. You only had to do this recording 3 times to find the cataclysm seed.
Well, actually, during the second time, I had a lot of problems with the world generating because the cave biome didn't have the required mod for it. I didn't realize it had a required mod. Somehow I missed that when I was just scanning over it. And we're just gonna select random site, but we're gonna make sure it ain't in the middle of a desert. Okay, we're in a forest. Sure. Next. Random people. Let's do it. I had such bad people.
Hey, you did have the doctor.
After all the disaster that happened at the beginning, I had like 5 survivors, and my highest construction was a 3, and my highest growing was a 3, and my highest cooking was a 2. It was just horrible. I had the worst people ever. Alright, so here we go. Colonists awake in the cryptosleep sarcophagi to the sound of blaring sirens and ripping metal. Nobody is able to reach the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. All of your colonists will crash land hard on this unknown Rimworld. There's a chance that all your colonists will be incapacitated or dead on landing. You'll need to accept the fate of your crew. Not all crash landings have a happy ending. And yeah, it probably, in that first try at this, it probably dropped like 15 people, and I ended up with 5 survivors, so it's pretty good, actually. Alright, let's go for it. Here comes my initials. And I have 1 survivor. Who is down? Oh, I have nobody up. Death in 12 hours. Well, this is off to a great start.
Sounds good.
Head destroyed. Head destroyed. That's like always what happened in the other one, too. Is head destroyed. I think maybe it places a little too much priority on assigning damage to the head. It's like probably like 80% of the people that died was because of head destroyed in the last one too. And you're gonna die in 12 hours. Why are you down? Just from pain shock? Yeah, that's just gonna get worse. You're not gonna recover and get back up. Gotta hope the next one lands me with somebody mobile. Alright, so we got a large ship crashing. Yeah, our colony ship is crashing. That was our initial cryptosleep block. Let's let it play as the fire starts to burn. Domestic animal pod crash. I don't think I got this before. No, I didn't get this before. A pod containing various domestic animals is crashing nearby. Unfortunately, most of them will die upon impact. So, a pig died.
I mean, now you don't have to feed your people viewing corpses.
Yeah, I had to resort to cannibalism.
Nose was cut off in that crash.
Yorkshire Terrier. Bull. Oh, German Shepherd. Misery? Oh, he's still up. Lost his jaw and his tail. Death in 15 hours.
So miserable?
Packle lost its head. Pig. It's really bad to sever its body. Oh, we got a dog if it survives. Oh gosh, my one survivor is on fire. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's great. You're not trained in rescue, are you? Here comes an engine. The engines are cool because they just continue to explode and throw explosions all over the place. Oh, it probably actually doesn't have any way of programming it spawned with some training. So you'd think it would be trained if it's been domesticated. Look at that! Oh, the main computer. And another animal pod. These ones don't say domesticated. Doesn't look like any of them survived. Tiger? Wow. Boomalope. Ostrich, yeah. Oh, we had an iguana survive. Them lizards, they're hardy. Oh. My poor spy. Art gallery, we had that one before. It dropped a ton of statues. And it did again! Carbon composite, small sculpture. Nice. Steel, small sculpture. Steel, small sculpture. Slate, small sculpture. Steel. Cherry wood, small sculpture. Limestone. Sandstone. Diamond, small sculpture. Good. 210 beauty from small, nice. I don't think diamond should be flammable either. Take some really high temperatures to melt diamond, considering diamonds are made by high temperature. Silver and more carbon composite. They're all small, smaller nor like before. The other time I got some grand sculptures. Pretty sweet. Go away from the fire, doggy. That's the engine still exploding. It'll continue to explode till it runs out of fuel. Food container. Got some honeycomb. Insect jelly. This is actually on rock, so this should be safe from the fire. Cassowary egg unfertilized. Peafowl egg unfertilized. All sorts of eggs. Devil cream? I don't know what the heck that is. Wow, that lasts a long time. We got a nutrient dispenser. Putting out nutrient paste meals. Get away from the fire, doggy. Actually, I should probably tell him to. See what I mean by new textures for a lot of the buttons and things? I kind of like some of them, like the house, the allowed areas, a little gate. It actually shows a roof, building without a roof, bulldozer for deconstruction. Area in here on the rock where you're safe from fire. Go. Don't go through the fire to get there. Burned to death. Okay, another... Yes, I'm gonna keep playing. Because right now comes another Crypt to Sleep block. Hopefully somebody will be up. Everybody's dead. Wow, I'm having no luck.
Do we have to do this a fourth time?
Torso destroyed. Torso's only got 20 points? Oh, H9! Oh! It's the kid. So that... At least that tells me my children mod is working, because in the base game there's nobody younger than 15, or maybe 14. Yeah, neck destroyed. Why did you go that way? Go through there. There you go. Smart dog. Of course, you're already on fire, so now you're gonna die. Why did it try to go through the fire around there instead of going through here where it was safe the first time? It's ridiculous. Ship reactor? Did I get that? I don't think I got that either. Wow, there's a lot of these events. Reactor. Oh wow, that actually does put power out. Damaged reactor that crash landed from the sky. It produces a dangerous radiation. You can see the affected area by selecting this building. Radiation damage needs very, very long time to heal. About half of the Rimworld year. You can destroy the reactor, but it is tough. You can claim it and deconstruct it, but you need a colonist with excellent construction speed or good protection. Or you can construct a power conduit to it and get power. Any apparel can provide some protection, total 80%, covered legs, plus 10, torso, blah 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 blah. Interesting. What is the area? It said you can see the area if you click on it. I don't see an area. Or is it bigger than my screen? It's bigger than the screen! Wow! That is a huge area! It takes up a good portion. Does this create a allow area? Creates an area outside of the reactor's danger area radius. Oh, that's a convenient button. So if I do get anybody, I can assign them to... What? Oh, no, that's the scheduling, and I don't have anybody to schedule. Strict. Oh, that is it. Oh, because I don't have anybody. It looks weird. That's why. Alright. Come on! Give me more people! Preferably somebody that survives. My poor dog is so stupid it's gonna burn up. Large ship chunk. Those don't seem to do anything other than, I guess you could probably deconstruct them for some steel. the art objects are on fire. Is the diamond... Nope, it's not losing hit points, so yeah, it's not flammable. At least something makes sense. Furniture container. That's another thing I didn't get before. A lot of different possibilities. Patchwork wool couch corner. Oh yeah, I've got, with the more furniture thing, I've got, like, sectional couches. It's gonna be kinda neat. And tables, and dressers, and all sorts of cool other things. Extinguisher shelf. Did you come with a fire extinguisher? That would be ideal. Steel large storage rack. Diamond table.
Okay. At least it's not like shoddy or anything.
How valuable is
Ooh,
that?
could you deconstruct it?
Wow! That is one hell of a valuable table. Marble small round table, superior. Carbon composite royal end table. Ibex wool couch corner inverted. Silver medium storage rack. Marble animal sleeping box. Cherry wood royal end table. Well, not anything I can do other than watch right now. Listen to the poor dog burn to death. Come on, people. Give me people. So I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about burying any corpses. Contraband container. Go juice. More go juice. Methadone. Beer. Smoke leaf. Flake. All sorts of drugs. That's also probably all gonna burn up. Because I have nobody to save things! Okay, another cryptosleep block. Come on! Give me somebody to work with. I'm tired of watching. I want to do something. Really?!
Everyone is dead.
Destroyed head. Destroyed
Right
head.
leg cut off.
Destroyed head.
Left leg cut off.
Destroyed head.
Both legs destroyed. Maybe there's some logic. If a person just falls out of the sky as just a body, they go head first somehow.
Okay. 3, 6, 9, 10. 4. Another reactor?
How much radiation did you need?
At least it's landing fairly close to the other one. So these zones will be pretty similar. Yeah, doesn't take out too much more. Wonder if they're flammable. Maybe they'll get destroyed if this fire spreads any further. Engine's still exploding. Not gonna last much longer. Another art gallery. Crash right in the middle of the fire, huh? That's actually kind of good, because it can't burn back that way. Carbon composite sculpture, small. Cherry wood, small sculpture, small. Sandstone sculpture. Battery module. I had like 6 of those before. Steel small. Limestone. Oh, okay. Battery module, I don't care about at the moment. I also had like 2 turrets before, too. Okay. Can I please get somebody survive? Somebody survived! Are you going to be able to get back up? Death in 9.7, pain shock, probably not. What happened to the others? Ah, you actually have your head still. Torso destroyed, 37 damage from the cut. Those cut damage values are a little much. This needs a little bit of tuning. A single cut at 51 is instant death. High-tech module. Miniseries burned to death. That's a dog. We got one of these last time. It gave us like 2 open assembly benches. And gave us another one. However, I'm not going to be able to save this one. Because I have nobody to do anything with. Large ship chunk. That is so awesome! I love this! Another large ship chunk. This breaks up and scatters all over the place. And now my survivor is on fire. And a boob rat's on fire, so it's gonna blow up and set all the sculptures on fire. Lovely. An apparel container. It's another one I didn't get before. Arctic fox skin parka. Bearskin parka. Yorkshire t-shirt, rhino hide button down, thrombo fur button down. How valuable is that? Even if poor quality. Pretty darn. Rat leather duster. Pith helmet? I think it's a pith helmet. Lightweight cloth-covered helmet made of pith material, designed to shade the wearer's head and face from the sun. Often worn by European travelers and explorers in the varied climates found in Africa. Oh, okay, I've seen those on TV, I just never knew what they were called. Plant work speed plus 15%. So that's from the Toolometrics mod. Interesting. Power armor helmet. Arctic wolf skin. Another power armor helmet. Carbon composite advanced helmet. Camel air toque. Glass steel simple helmet. Prisoner pants.
Okay, I see a face in that.
Huh?
Up, right? Up a little bit more. There's a face. That's totally a face.
What do you mean?
That's such a face right there on the right. That orange, the orange horizontal thing is one eye, and the three fires next to it help make up the eye. That is so a face. Then again, apparently humans are really good at finding
Barbecue
faces.
ribs!
No,
Battery
faces, not
module.
barbecue ribs.
Sushi. Nutrient paste cannibal.
Human paste cannibal. Sounds familiar, does it not?
Hondo is burned to death. Yeah, see, it was all that mod's fault. And crashing ends. I have no survivors. Lovely.
Well, we could always restart. If you want survivors from the crash. Because it does warn you that this is a possibility, right?
Yeah, it did. Alright, I guess we'll, I did say I wanted to make this mini-series go a quadrum. But without any survivors, it's going to be pretty boring until we get a random event to give us somebody. So, I think I'll restart it. We'll try it again. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll have better luck in the next one. It was interesting, though. I definitely saw some new stuff that I hadn't seen the first time around. There must be quite a variety of different things that can fall. In any case, thank y'all for watching. Have a good one.